Dude, can you not?
I'm sorry. I'm really low on health.
Then stop playing games right
Wait
now.
for him.
Let me finish this mission.
Wait for him.
It's like 80,000 times less important than the podcast.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's only 3 people viewing Kale right now.
Hello, and welcome back to the podcast I made. With me again, we have Dallin and Kale. Guys, say hi.
Hi.
Woo! I'm Kale.
Yeah, okay, cool. Now you know the voice to the names. So on the last episode, we watched a couple of pilots for when you're getting introduced to animes and, maybe trying to... In theme with today's podcast, where we'll be talking about Tokyo Ghoul and My Hero Academia, Kale has decided to start biting on Dallin in the studio. So we watched season 1 of My Hero Academia and Tokyo Ghoul, and we're going to start by talking about My Hero Academia. Season 1, what did you guys think?
Overall, I liked it. I thought it was very... I didn't, love it, but overall I liked it. I thought the whole thing is very viewable, very enjoyable. Not really much more I got out of it than just kind of more surface level stuff.
4 out of 5.
Why is it a 4 out of 5?
Because that would mean an 8 out of 10.
So why is it an 8 out of 10?
Super good. Enjoyable characters. Good Shonen Jump series. I enjoyed it. 4 out of 5.
Okay, man, I was nervous the first couple episodes. I mean, I think we can be honest, they're a little cheesy. But as it progresses, it is a really enjoyable television show. I will say, one thing I thought was real weird is that all the powers... The super
quirks.
Sorry. In the show My Hero Academia, it's built around a society of people who have superpowers, and they go to high school to learn how to use these powers.
Quirks.
And the thing is they're not like, oh, I'm super strong or like I'm real fast. It's like I have gears and like an engine inside of my calves, and that enables me to run. And like I don't even know. Can cause explosions from my sweat, and
to your nitroglycerin sweat.
Yes, the nitroglycerin sweat. There, it's just like it's an interesting new approach to what superpowers are like.
Quirks.
So I think we should all go around, and we'll go from third to first. Let's all start with our third favorite character. What do you guys think?
She doesn't have a name, but I would say Invisible Girl. She doesn't do anything to the plot.
No ironic answers.
She's just really invisible, and it's not very enjoyable.
Three favorite.
That was his third favorite. He hates all the characters.
Jeez.
Except for 2 of them.
I just hate Invisible Girl a little bit less than everybody else.
Start over. What are your 3 favorite characters?
Bakugo, obviously. Because it sounds like Bakugan, but it's not, and that's my favorite part.
Why are you only giving ironic answers today? We literally talk about the one thing you don't do on the podcast.
I can't find a character.
That's fine. I'll give you a minute to think about it. Jeez. Okay, my third favorite. I really liked Tenta Ida.
No, you didn't.
Testa Ida. The guy with
Tenya Ida.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't read. The resolution of this picture is very low. I loved Tenya Ida. I thought he was a cute character. He's real fun. He's real, I like his leadership qualities. And he stands out because he's kind of a nerd. He's kind of a loser. There's that part where he just stands up and corrects the boombox guy, during the assembly. And
I have a question. Hit me! On the printout, you've listed 4 types of villains, not 3.
I would have to say my third favorite character is All Might. Because...
Go ahead.
I would say All Might is one of the third favorite character because he is quite basic as a character. He is the, basicest character you could have. He's very...
So he's in your top 3 favorites.
I don't think
because he's your most basic.
He's my favorite but least favorite of my 3.
Okay, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
I gotta go with Mr. Aizawa.
I love Aizawa. Oh man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because I thought he was cool as like a, kind of like one of those like weirder characters, but having him as a teacher, as an authority figure over them, I thought was kind of a cool, kind of weird thing, and having like All Might and him be at odds, and kind of him being kind of unpredictable, that he almost was going to kick out Dooku at the beginning of the school.
Who's Dooku?
You know.
You mean Geku? Geku!
You mean Deku?
Deku? Goku? You mean Vegeta?
I thought he was cool, and then when he had a fight, he was pretty cool. As a racer head, when he was actually doing action and stuff, I thought that was probably definitely the highlight of his character. And he had a sleeping bag that he went to whenever.
Yeah, I love he has like that Adventure Time sleeping bag. I've always wanted one of those. Really cool. Okay, second favorite characters. Kale, start us off.
I would have to say second favorite character would have to obviously be Todoroki, otherwise known as the guy who has half fire and half ice.
Okay, yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, it's alright. Because I would say the way he has character development and the fact that he's really overpowered, but you're only using half his power is what I like about him.
He's like so overpowered though. I feel like he made like
But not as overpowered as somebody who knows how to use their quirk.
We're talking about season 1 only, guys.
I'm talking about
Season
season
one
1
only.
Season 1 only. This is obviously season 1 only.
I loved Hisashi Yamada, the boombox guy. I think he's such a freaking loser. I don't understand his powers. He's like too loud, and he ruins every. No, actually, I hate that guy. Let me look up for my real.
Don't worry, we'll wait.
Dallin, you talk about your second favorite.
Oh, I talk about my second favorite. My second favorite is I'm gonna have to go Bakugo, mainly because at first he could have been like, especially in the first couple episodes, it was just very over the top. Like, I'm a mean bully guy who's kind of like just like a brute strength, and he's just kind of like the stereotypical bully and stuff, and very egotistical. But that they kind of went to his character more and gave him a little bit more than just. He's actually he has skills, and he's not just a dumb brute, which I thought was kind of cool to go that way and give him a little bit more depth, even though he still does have those very like anger like problems.
I'd say my second favorite was All Might, and I'll go in a little bit of detail of this. He has that kind of like Superman-ish type persona, you know. He's like real confident.
Basic.
And he's real. No, but he's not even.
He's literally Superman, exactly.
He
pretty
literally
much.
is Superman.
He's basic.
But he does have all those drawbacks, and you're reminded these as a character, and it just shows how selfless he is, because he knows every time he goes over his limit, he's able to do less superhero work later, and but he puts his students as a priority rather than, because we know how much he appreciates and loves being famous, and when he's taken away his powers, he's taken some of that away. Now let's all talk about our first favorites.
Okay, I'm gonna go with All Might, kind of based on what Adam said. Yeah! Kale's not clapping. But I thought kind of like he was very kind of like, he did have like very Superman, very kind of cliche, but in the way having his unpowered self was kind of gave him like a lot of true like character development and stuff. And I thought I loved the character design of when he was just kind of like basic, and like just like his mouth, like his teeth were, I thought was kind of cool, and like in comparison to his like always smiling, like he's drawn very comic book-esque compared to everyone else when he's like super jacked and stuff. And I thought he was cool. Like, as much as he was cliche, he was definitely kind of, they made him more than that, just kind of like what I was saying about Bakugo earlier.
My first favorite, I have to say Shota Aizawa. The way he doesn't give a crap about anything.
Okay, Shota, who is that?
The
He's
guy
the
who
teacher.
sleeps in the sleeping bag, known also
You mean
as
Eraserhead? Ah, that's my first favorite. Also,
Hey, no, you have to choose like Deku or something.
no, dude, my first favorite's also Aizawa. Okay,
well,
fine.
I'm changing mine
No,
now.
no.
Changing mine now to Yuga Ayoma, the guy with the belly button laser. Obviously, everyone likes him, and I like him too, because he doesn't give a crap about what anybody thinks either.
He was
Except
not.
his tummy aches.
Where was he? He was not present during that battle at the end of season 1.
No, he was there.
He hid, and he's like, "You want to know where I was?" And
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
That
but
was
he
it.
was there still.
He did not help
He
anyone.
didn't help, but I mean, he was there.
His students,
but he didn't
everyone
give-
could have died.
he
There were
didn't-
so many
But
points.
he didn't give a crap, dude. His belly button laser was the
yeah,
best.
he could have lived on and reproduced and gave everyone belly button lasers. He was really thinking about
Or
everyone
other
else.
laser type stuff. Like out of your nose.
So can you formally state who your first favorite was, Kale?
Yes. Here's my formal statement. My favorite character of My Hero Academia, the first season, has got to be...
Proceeds to look it up.
I can't use Shoto Todoroki because I've already used him. But I would have to say my first favorite character would have to be Shoto Aizawa because he's still the best.
My first favorite was Eraserhead because he's got that kind of. He shows up and you're like, oh, this is such a lame dude. Like, why is he here? And then he's such a freaking boss. Oh my gosh. He freaking just kills so many dudes. Not even kills. He just beats up so many dudes. I mean, he gets his butt kicked by
But they all wake up.
Yeah, but he kicks their butt. Doesn't matter, man. There's like 50 superpowered guys versus one him. And his power is like just staring at them, which is hard to do. And he's real good at it. And I think he's awesome. I think he kicks butt. He's
Hey, quit stealing my character.
I'm not stealing that. I was thinking about that while I was watching the show. It's been weeks. I've picked him a long time ago.
Boo!
Okay, freaking hold on.
Choose belly button laser guy.
My favorite was Frog Girl because
Froppy?
Her name is
Froppy?
Sue. Her name is Sue.
Frog Girl has great fan service. Is that what you want to hear? No.
She doesn't have. Well, she has a.
I think mine was Momo.
Balls guy touches Frog Girl so many times.
No, not Sticky Balls guy.
No, we love
Momo.
Okay, wait.
The creation girl.
Wait, can I actually put Sue on my list? Sue's dope.
Sue was really cool. I would say if I had like a top 5, she would be in like my top 5.
No, I want to take out Bakugo and put in Sue. I change.
Okay, what
everything.
number?
At number 2, but she's no number 2. Like as in a piece of poop.
Dallin will not be joining us on the next podcast I make.
No, I thought like a character that's a frog is kind of like the lamest power, and they kind of made her fun with those last few episodes.
Yeah.
They actually gave her something to do.
But she actually does help so much.
Yeah,
Except for when she's useless.
except for those moments. Those moments are less.
But she's very rarely useless. Think about all the times where you wish you were a frog. Tell me you haven't thought about that at least
I'm
5
thinking
times.
about it right
remember when
now.
was
I
5.
wish I was a frog. Okay, let's talk about our least favorite characters. Kale, you start.
Least favorite character, Invisible Girl. Hands down, worst character ever. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't even like really pop up. Just gets frozen. Doesn't help out anybody in the fight.
She gives some excellent fan service to that guy that looks like he's the karate-looking guy who has like a dead
You mean
rat.
the tail?
Yeah.
Oh, who is that furry guy? What is his powers?
Who is that furry guy?
You
What?
see him a little bit.
What
His,
guy?
his
guy that looks
power
like
is
Tails.
being with the invisible girl.
No, wait. Which one? Which furry guy?
He has like a tail on his shoulder.
Oh, that's just tail guy. That's his power. It legit is tail. He has a tail. That's his only quirk.
Serious?
Yeah, it's tail.
Oh my gosh, that's like the lamest thing ever.
Yeah, but I mean he has a tail. I mean,
That's
you
why
gotta
he's with
do what you-
invisible girl.
Yeah, but somebody could like step on it and then like, oh, you stop tail guy.
But he wears his tail on his shoulder, so that'd be hard to do.
Yeah.
He's
That's
thought
like an
this through.
extension of it.
Dallin, if you were tail guy, I would have just defeated you.
No.
Okay, Dallin, your least favorite character.
Oh, freaking balls guy.
balls
The
guy.
like,
Oh,
I
Oh, what do you mean fight? Are you crazy? These guys might be able to kill All Might, and you think we can take them?
Oh, no, he gives very good
So
fan service
obno-
areas.
he's so obnoxious and such a horny little.
That's exactly why, because he's like, oh man, I'm just balls guy. I
He's
love looking
just-
at girls, and then the camera pans at the women, and that's all it does. That's all his character does,
He's so out of play. No, he throws balls at the water
and sticks the enemies.
and he cries.
Oh, man.
He cries a lot, and it really doesn't take away
I mean,
from the
his
scenes
human
with
name's
Sue.
gonna be like grapefruit or something.
Yeah, I would also say my least favorite is Minoru Minoru
I think you mean
Mineta
midget.
balls guy.
The best plan is for us to just wait for a real pro from UA to come and save us!
Grape juice.
Least
Grape
favorite
juice is her name.
character. His powers suck. He starts bleeding if he throws too many, and that happens in the show.
I've got these sticky balls. Their strength varies. Depending on how I'm feeling, they might stick to something a whole day.
How do you get past the program? Like I totally just thought of that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Wait, what the heck?
Because it shows like in like when they were doing the different like field day stuff on like the
Probably
first
stuck to
day,
somebody.
he put two balls together and he starts like going in between them, and that's how he got like really fast once or something.
Well, yeah,
but that was like the only thing he could do. He didn't do anything. I don't know how he got past the hero program.
And he never does that speedy balls thing.
No, he
again.
doesn't do crap.
No,
he
doesn't.
cries.
He cries and in his inappropriate
Until
with other
season
girls.
2,
Oh,
where he cries
inappro-
even more.
Does he really?
No spoiler alerts.
Oh.
Crying more is a
That's
spoiler.
a spoiler. Spoiler alerts for season 1 only.
And season
cries
3, he has a
more.
really cute cameo in the beach.
Not a beach episode. They're just at the pool.
Beach episode is like the archetype of the episode. It's a fan service episode. It's based around bathing
It's not
suit.
even fan service if
Kale,
they're in
I'm gonna
one
watch
suits.
it, and if I'm not turned on, I will believe you. But I probably will be turned on, and
From
I will
what,
come back.
Balls guy?
I want to see Balls guy in his diaper.
Balls guy, like, just with clothes on turns you on. So.
How did you guys realize Balls guy's costume is a diaper?
Yeah, he looks like a baby.
He is a baby.
His
He's
hero
like-
name is Grapefruit.
He looks so out of...
Oh no!
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's so
He looks so out of
Or
place. Like,
grape juice. I don't know. It's something to do with grape.
Whatever it is, it sucks.
Sounds like rape, though, for his pervy character.
Yeah, he is a pervy.
And for me to Dallin.
no, please don't grape juice me.
Yes, it's me, the superhero Grape Man.
We're still making a
All right.
podcast.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
We didn't really actually share our thoughts on My Hero Academia, so let's give actual in-depth opinions. Let's talk about season 1 of My Hero Academia. Guys, what did you think?
No one dies. I think it's because I just came off watching Tokyo Ghoul. Like, I thought when the...
So you're shouting.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I'm just very livid. No, I thought it was very, like... There wasn't, like, any stakes for me at the end, because no one was dying. And I'm not saying people need to die, but I felt like there wasn't a lot of stakes, and it was very kind of just almost, like, cheesy in a way, having nothing really happen. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, dude, Eraserhead is like on the verge of being about to die. He doesn't die.
Like 10 times.
Who's 13 doesn't die. 13 gets the back half of her ripped open by a black hole, but she's fine. Is there nothing inside that spacesuit?
No, she's inside, but they just don't want to show it. I guess because they're going to show it somewhere later. In
She
the
is like the
seasons?
lamest character.
You never know. Maybe
But she's
when
like, I have a black hole,
outside
and she
of the
doesn't use
suit-
it till, like, way later.
Yeah.
And I love how that guy's like, you're used to doing, what is it? You're used to doing crowd control. You don't have any fighting applications. Like, she can summon a black hole. Like, a 1 centimeter black hole would,
Yeah,
like,
that
destroy the
sucks.
Earth.
Can I change my least favorite character, actually? At least
Black
Ball's guy is,
hole.
like, somewhat, like, just so absurd.
Okay.
But no, 13 sucks.
13 has the potential to be, like, the best character.
Yeah, and, like, even, like, the character design was kind of cool and interesting and stuff.
Oh,
guess.
maybe her character is just a black hole. Because she has to, like, open her fingers.
Yeah, and then she...
Maybe she is just like the black. She sucks in everything around her. That's why she's in that suit.
I think 13 should have at least died. I don't think anyone was like, oh, I love 13, you know? Like, kill off a character nobody cares about. Kill off Fluffy Tail guy. Who cares about
Hey,
him?
I like the
Invisible
tail
Girl.
guy.
cares
Yeah,
about
kill
it.
off
He
Invisible
helps
Girl.
out in
Nobody would know.
season 2.
Okay, whatever. Tail... We're not talking season 2.
Yes, but
Season 1
I'm
only.
just saying that he helps out in season 2.
Spoiler alert.
He wouldn't
Hey,
have
it's not
to
even a
if he was
spoiler
dead.
alert. If it was a spoiler alert, it was. If it was a spoiler alert, it would go something like this.
Stop. So aside from there being little stakes, I don't know. I felt like everyone was going to die at any moment, pretty much during that entire like 5-episode fight scene, which I think was way too drawn out.
I actually somewhat enjoyed it, like, because there
I
wasn't...
loved it.
I
It was
no, I
long.
did. I did like the kind of like the longness of it, because once you realize it was not just one battle, I kind of liked that, and because there was the whole show was kind of just stuff was always happening. I thought if we spent too long anywhere, we spent too long at the school, at the not the school, like at the regular school, and I did not like that part. But when it was able to chill a little bit and go to the different characters, kind of in different trainings, but with the battle, you kind of got to see the applications of that, which I thought was cool, and that they stretched it over 5. Gave it some more chill moments, which the show was really needing, because just so much was always constantly happening. We didn't have any time to chill. with the battle scene, we were able to have those chill moments without it like kind of getting like just like boring like school and still having some stakes. But like after like 3 episodes, I was like, oh, nothing's really gonna happen. They're gonna win, but
Yeah.
I
I agree. It was good because there was a lot of different parts of it, but I also agree it did spend like way too much time at the school. I thought there was, because like at the end of season 1, you feel like you just got past like the exposition.
right.
Because the story's about superheroes, and the main character isn't even a superhero until like pretty much like the last couple episodes.
And he really
He still
isn't
breaks his
quite.
Yeah, and even then he can't do anything. So you're like, what's the character development of him? Like, he as a person hasn't developed. He just gained the ability to do something, but he still doesn't know how to do it. And that's like season 1. It's not like episode 5, you know? Can I just say the villains suck. I don't like that weird hands guy.
I thought the hands guy was interesting at first, and as more like we got into him, I'm like, oh, I'm bored now.
Yeah, he barely did anything too. I think he kind of sort of touched a racer guy, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
But aside from that, he didn't do anything.
I don't get why they didn't like. They had like a lot of chances to kind of like at least kill him off or something. So he's gonna be part of like a bigger thing.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to like. I thought he was kind of like a cool introduction. Like, oh, that's a cool kind of weird, interesting character. But he literally didn't do anything. They're like regular kind of like basic.
I feel like
villains did
I feel
way
like
more.
he's not doing anything because he's not like the top of the food chain. Because he's just doing what the older person is telling him to
Yeah.
do.
But he didn't do anything.
Because he's doing out orders that the old person told him to do,
They
or
were-
the other person. I forgot. I don't know. The enemy, the bigger
on the TV
villain,
or the
You're talking
void
about
guy.
TV. No, the bigger
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
And then
He was
there's
in charge of the Void guy.
yeah.
The void guy was fine. Like I didn't think
guess.
much, but but like, was he ordered just to stand there?
Who?
The hands guy, because he said he was ordered. He didn't do anything. If he wasn't there,
Yeah.
the story would be exactly the same, pretty much, except for Eraserhead would have his elbow more.
He seemed more like he was like the voice of the bad guys because he just talked so much, but he was so immature. Like he was so whiny about like
But
heroes.
that's
and
his
whatnot.
character though.
Yeah, no, I know, but I don't know. I don't like that from.
That's
a
what
villain.
they're like building it off of.
Yeah.
They're like, he's a whiny kid that got handed everything to him. That's his character.
Handed.
Ah!
Because he has hands everywhere. Why does he have so many hands? Can he like move them or something?
Well, I
Can you,
mean,
like, shoot
I
the
think
hands?
it's just a costume, but the only thing he really keeps
How
it
can
on,
he see?
I don't know. The only thing he keeps on is his mask on his face, or like the hand on his face, and that's it.
He could see.
He
through
takes it off.
like barely. Like just some shots of him where his fingers were barely spread apart. But actually, that was when he spread them apart. So I don't think he can see usually.
He probably can.
Just 'cause it
he
looks
figures out a
cool.
way.
Also, Void guy. I didn't like him that much. He seemed like he was like an obstacle for the heroes or whatever, but he was still like pretty annoying.
It felt just like an obstacle.
Yeah.
That's
Like, he as
all I
a
have to
character is
say.
not interesting, and he was kind of, I don't know, he was annoying. I thought he and the hand guy were both like annoying characters. The anti-All Might guy sucks.
Nomu.
Yeah, and he didn't even die. He came back. Like when he punched him, and he had like the Super Smash Bros. Little pink and the out of the atmosphere.
Bros.
Yeah, and then he came back, and he's like in the woods,
Yeah.
and they like chained him up, and that made him seem like so much less. But he's just chained up by a bunch of cops, and yeah, that was he had a cool he had a kind of a cool, interesting design,
Yeah.
but there was really not. He wasn't really anything though.
45.
Alright, I hate you. We also, in addition to My Hero Academia, watched season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul. Yes! Guys, what are your thoughts? I just want to say right off the bat before we get talking, this is my favorite anime of all time. I didn't even have to watch it to talk about this. I just absolutely love it.
It sucks.
Shut up! You love it as well. You dressed up as Kaneki last Halloween.
Not me. Different guy. It still sucks.
Shut up. All right, guys, thoughts on Tokyo Ghoul season 1?
I definitely it was the first one I started off with, and it was way darker than everything else. And I really enjoyed kind of that to it, and it got rid of a lot of the cheese. After you get past that first episode, it gets really interesting, and kind of there's a lot of building, and it all kind of builds up to the end. Is like you have a lot of questions still, but it all feels really kind of organic, at least the story for me. And when it gets very dark at the end, Like, usually I would be very turned off to, like, especially when it gets that graphic with the torture and stuff, but I think it worked.
Totally agree. Yeah, for me, that's like the least cheesy anime I think I've ever seen. But it is so dark and like violent. But I think that Tokyo Ghoul was gory for like a reason. Like it was necessary, and it added
So much bulimia.
so much bulimia. Oh, I love that. I love like the city aesthetic too. Like every time he's like down, just like the art style is gorgeous. I love it. Kale, what do you think?
I can't think of one right now at the current moment.
Did you like anything? Did you like the show?
Yes.
Why did you like the show?
Because of the goriness and how uncheesy it was.
Yeah, okay, we already stated both of those.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I have to bring in new statements.
You do. You have to bring in new ideas.
I liked the art style, question
I already
mark.
brought that up as well.
I liked their superpowers.
Did you like the characters, the theme,
I did
any story development, interesting somethings, anything at all?
I enjoyed the character development in Ken Kaneki and his friend.
Which friend? The little girl?
Why would the little girl be
Well, you said the friend. That leaves it up to anyone.
fine? Crap.
Toka?
I forgot
It could
his
be
name.
Toka. It could be Hide.
Oh,
it
you're
could
talking
be-
about the guy with the yellow jacket.
Hide.
Yeah, Yellow
Yeah,
Jacket,
Hide.
Hide.
You
That's
like-
his name.
You like the character development of Hide in season 1.
Yes. Oh wait, crap. No, that's season 2.
Yeah.
I meant Toka then. Toka, because she grows a liking towards. Way to go! You almost spilled. She grows a liking towards Kaneki towards the end of the series. There you go.
So, to recap, Kale, I liked Tokyo Ghoul because Toka gets a liking of Kaneki. That's what I look for in every show I watch. If Toka doesn't like Kaneki in, I don't know, 2.5 Men, in The Office, in My Hero Academia, if Toka doesn't like Kaneki, it's a bad television show. That's not a good opinion.
You don't know me.
I'm not being bossy, Dallin. Back me up. I'm being so reasonable.
He's yelling at me.
He has home to share his opinions. First podcast. First podcast. We had no issues. Oh my gosh, Kale, come back. Come back, okay?
Hey guys, I'm back. I enjoyed Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 because of the character development in Ken Kaneki and how he undergoes a lot of changes, like the torture and how he changes his personality to defeat Jason at the end of the season.
So what was his, character development? I mean, he said
He went from really weak and brittle and just being pushed around like I was gonna say a bitch, but whatever. I'm
He
gonna
can't say that on the podcast,
You're
though.
allowed to cuss on here.
Alright, well, anyways, he got pushed around like that, and he was apparently like a bitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then after like he got his underwent his transplants and everything to get like all the ghoul type shit in his stomach and stuff, and then he turns out like the girl underneath him is like fighting against him, and he doesn't want to because he still wants to treat everyone nice, but he realizes that it doesn't work that way, so he ends up turning on Jason and eating Jason.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like everyone's overlooking like that last episode. Like, the themes they're trying to push are so weird. Literally, the girl who's inside of him is telling him that what his mom did for him as a child was wrong. Like, Ken Kaneki's like a really soft guy because he was raised by a mom who was like super loving, and then she died, and so now he's like a sad, docile guy. And she's saying that actually what the mom did was wrong. Like, the mom shouldn't have been as loving and worked so hard for him because now she's dead and now she can do nothing for him. Like, that's such a weird...
No, that's...
Like, who takes a mom that died for her son and says she did the wrong thing? She shouldn't have sacrificed herself.
Well,
like,
that's why Kaneki eats the girl inside him, because he like said, you can't control me, and then he eats her.
Yeah, that kind of signifies his, like, at the beginning,
Yeah.
where he's, like, just
That
this
he owns her
normal,
now. Yeah.
very passive, and then he gets the ghoul, and he's always kind of trying to fight the ghoul inside of him, and then he goes from one extreme of being very, like, anti-ghoul to being not just, like, a ghoul, like, a good ghoul. Like, he was a good ghoul in the beginning, but then he kind of pushes past that into the extreme, and kind of what that last episode kind of symbolizes and his changes of character is kind of really kind of cool, seeing Kaneki go from obnoxious weeb to okay, he's trying to do his best, and then when the world kind of just is too much with the school world, and he just goes completely off the deep end.
He like accepts evil. He like beats Jason by being like worse than Jason is, you know.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
then
it's
it was
nuts.
to like save his loved ones, which his mom couldn't do.
Yeah.
That's why the girl was like, "Do what your mom can't do," but he eats her, so he pretty much did what his mom can't do: eat people.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I don't necessarily know if the takeaway from Tokyo Ghoul is eat people, unlike your mom who never was able to.
Your mom wasn't able to eat your cousin.
And it's nuts too because there's like literally this whole like the entire show he's getting saved by everyone. Like he gets saved by like Toka later on. Like the college guy kind of sort of helps him out a little bit. Like the old guy barista like helps him out. Like literally everyone is like going out of their way to keep him safe and like alive. And at the end they're trying to come and save him, and he ends up like saving himself, which was nuts. Okay, third favorites. Everyone go.
All right, I'm gonna go with Uta, the tattoo. Not the tattooed guy in the mask shop. Even though he didn't do anything, I just thought he was kind of cool, and hopefully he does more in future seasons. But he was just kind of cool for like when he was there, and I thought he was interesting. I want to see more.
He's the black-haired guy, correct?
Yeah, the black-haired guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
with
that
the
guy.
cool eyes.
Yeah.
Well, he does go and he goes on the mission to save Kaneki at the end, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
He does.
And he makes the cool masks.
Kale?
My third favorite character, I would say Amon.
Covering for your rabbit friend? I don't have that kind of time to waste. Get out of my way.
Right? The guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed the way he fought all the ghouls and how he was like under Mado's wing, and the way like he kind of develops to or has some type of, unless that's in season 2, which then he doesn't have any development at all.
No, he does.
All right, then I enjoyed his development. in
Well, he's
season
like
one.
a foil to Kaneki. He's like similar, but at the opposite side of the spectrum. you
He's
know?
like,
and he progresses pretty much like the same rate that Kaneki does.
Mhm.
It's nuts. And then that is cool. My third favorite, Tsukiyama.
Ah, Kaneki. Tell me, are you a fan of Beethoven?
why?
Well, so let me tell you why. I couldn't even really put a word on it. I just love. He's just so extravagant and over the top and like awesome. Like he has enough power to back up his like weirdness. If he was like super weird and then gets his like butt kicked, you'd be like, all right, he's a loser. He's just a weirdo. But he's this like crazy rich guy, and you don't even really know what his like motives are. Like he likes Kaneki, but he wants to eat him, but he protects Kaneki because he can't like stand like the thought of like anyone else eating him. So he has this weird like love-hate relationship. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, he was gonna be my second favorite character. I thought he was really interesting. He was kind of, if like the belly button guy was done right.
In My
they
Hero
even have
Academia.
the same hair, and they like super French, super over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what you're saying, if he just kind of sucked, if his power sucked, if he had a belly button laser, for example, and it sucked, he
Yeah.
would be a complete loser. But they do him really kind of well here, and that the fact that he is on their side in the end,
Mm-hmm.
and he's tried to like pretty much eat Kaneki, and so he did try to eat Kaneki and stuff.
I shall feast upon sweet Kaneki. But even as I do, I want him to feast upon her!
And that he has to still be kind of with that love-hate relationship. He still has to be fighting for Kaneki in the end. He isn't a bad guy. Kind of has some interesting dilemmas there.
Kale, who is your second favorite?
Second favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Ayato Kirishima.
Are you trying to throw me off by changing your look? Nice try, you freak.
Because he's the sister of chill, Dallin. She's the sister of like Toka. Remember?
You mean the brother?
Brother,
Yeah, the brother. Yeah, you know what I meant.
like how he had
the
edgy
brother.
hair.
Yeah, how he has that cool like type of thing, but like how he still hates his sister because they're like on the opposite side or have different ideas, but he still loves her, so he doesn't kill her. Like, yeah, that's
But
what
he
I like about
kicks
him.
her butt.
But he doesn't kill her. That's the
Yeah.
thing. He
That's
knows,
true
He
love.
knows she can take it though. That's the thing. He doesn't kill her because he knows she ain't a bitch.
He's like pissed that she's weak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she loved the dad, but since I don't know what happened to the dad, because season
don't
3
discuss
just doesn't say anything about it. But, yeah, I like that guy.
I agree. That guy. My second favorite is Juzo Suzuya.
Hi, I'm Mr. Shinohara's underling. The name's Juzo Suzuya.
Why?
Let me tell you why. Similar reasons as the Skiyama. Juzo Suzuya. Look it up on your phone. She's not on the list, I don't think.
Stitches.
Yeah, Stitches guy.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
guy, yeah. Okay, super extravagant. Totally has like, it's like an original character. It's like a crazy person who's like super happy, and you have like no idea what Juzo's gonna do. It reminds me of like the Joker, because Juzo's like super intelligent and is freaking ridiculously like powerful, and it's and Juzo's like a dove.
Yeah.
So she's not like a ghoul that like inherited like some crazy powers. Like Juzo's just stupidly powerful just because that's like the character, you know.
Yeah, he's just kind of like totally thrown in there in this world, and he's out of place.
Yeah.
But like how they like just are like totally chill with him being there and his weird quirks and stuff. That it's just you accept it. And yeah, I definitely like your Joker comparison because that's definitely the most accurate way to describe him in a way.
First favorites of Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
It's in order.
I don't want to choose because I totally forgot. I'm gonna go Toka.
How about that one? It's a regular sneak attack.
Toka, it's you!
Why?
I actually like Toka.
Oh, sorry.
Why?
Do you think that was a sarcastic answer?
No, I just
Okay.
I thought we were gonna clap, but no. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I don't know. I like Toka as a main. I almost see her kind of more
Why?
as I don't.
Shut up and let him talk.
She's
Especially at the
wimpy.
beginning, I went to
She sucks.
I went away from kind of the Kaneki, and I kind of attached myself more to Toka kind of at the beginning as more of like a main person. To I don't know. I kind of liked her. She was powerful, but she definitely had her like own faults and stuff, and just kind of she was probably the most real character, at least for me in a sense. And I just liked her, and I wanted to see more in her.
Why?
And glad.
I
She
could
sucks.
even defend why Toka's awesome. I'll let Dallin have his.
I do like her.
But I guarantee
Or
that's not
what's-
Dallin's number one.
He said it's his number one.
I guarantee there's someone better
Jason.
that you're thinking of. I think you're mostly thinking of crap. What's his name?
Who's a stupid college
Nico.
guy?
Nico.
Nico.
That's who you meant to say,
Jason's secret gay lover.
right? Yeah. All right. Well, my favorite or top one is Yoshimura, the Anteku owner of the place, the old guy. The really old
yeah.
guy,
Oh my
the
gosh!
dad of
Great
the owl.
pick.
It's like,
Yes.
He's like Alfred.
Because he's very like kind because he knows what goes on in the world, and he like takes in Kaneki, and he's like, yo, don't worry, I got you. And that's pretty much why I like him. And
He's
he also
so
because he has an
wise.
overpowered like thing where he just wraps himself around, and it's pretty much the owl type of power, but it's not. It's just a little bit less because he's not a one-eyed. The kid is a one-eyed.
Nobody let me say my number one.
All right, what is
You don't
your
wanna hear it,
number
that's
one?
why.
Psyche
My
Kusuo?
number one, Kureya Motto.
You could just say motto.
Yeah, I'll just say Motto.
Investigator motto.
Investigator Motto. I freaking love this guy. He's like crazy. He's super powerful, but he's like an awesome mentor to Who is your like third favorite?
Oh, the Asian, the guy who likes
frick.
to do pull-ups.
Motto. No, not
No.
Motto. I haven't pulled up. Amon. They have
Amon.
such similar names.
Kotaro Amon.
Kotaro Amon.
He's an awesome mentor to him, and he does some really messed up stuff. But in like his mind, because they discuss like he had a wife who got like killed by a ghoul, and now he's kind of crazy, and now he's like, just trying to like keep that from like happening to anyone else. And in his mind, ghouls are like animals; they're not like people. So if you had that perspective, what he does is actually like understandable and like almost like necessary. Obviously, he's wrong. That's messed up in there. Ghouls supposedly in this universe are like people too, but
They
he's
are.
like from his perspective, he's
Supposedly.
such a boss. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that kind of brings up a point where everyone there's not quite a true villain where you can pretty much you can understand everyone's perspective.
Except for Jason.
Yeah, except for Jason. Other than Jason, yeah, you can even understand Kaneki's as warped and total as it does such a good job in the end episode of you being able to understand, not necessarily agree, but understand with his extreme new personality. And yeah, he kills, and when Mato kills the kid, it's like it almost seems unforgivable. And the fact that you can see his perspective and why he's really doing that, and how he's actually doing it good, in his own kind of perspective is cool.
What's like, imagine in like your own mind, it's almost like Invasion, like the Body Snatchers. Like, imagine if there were people that looked like you, but they're actually not humans.
Yeah,
they
but
actually
it's still screwed up to use your own dead parents.
That's okay. He's
like,
messed up.
It's
He
pretty much
is
like
crazy.
me cutting off your parents' arms and beating you with it to death.
Well, I forgot about that.
It's like it's like getting an alien unit that they call themselves a family, but you're like, you are not human. You're some like crazy alien that survives.
Like you're born the same way as a human. You live the same way as a human.
Well, I don't survive by eating other humans.
Sorry, obviously you're not like me then.
Right.
Cannibalism
is very messed up. I don't think any of us condone cannibalism.
Yeah, but natives do it, so I mean, like,
it's not okay that they do that. That's
all the natives
do it. Well, I mean,
it.
It's like when the old people pass away. So I mean,
that's not. No, cannibalistic societies are not like we wait for them to die and then we eat them. They like sacrifice people and then eat them.
Well, I mean, if you're just a sacrifice, I mean.
That's messed up. Stop arguing cannibals are okay.
That reminded me.
But the Mayans sacrificed people for no.
The Mayans were
reason.
horrible,
and that was okay.
Let's go on top of this Aztec temple and just cut this guy open.
No,
I mean it worked out.
If you have any respect for human life, the Mayans were not a good people.
Though.
Yeah, they just gutted them while they were alive on the top of a mountain
to the gods.
For no reason.
It worked out.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. As with my analogy, I was just saying it's like, imagine there's people that look like you or whatever, but they actually survive by eating other humans. And if you don't know anything about them, like you've never talked to one, you just know there's like this secret society of like cannibals that at any point could come and just like eat people. And they do. Like they go out on, like the bad ones go out on the streets and just murder people and eat them.
Stop walking in alleyways. Stop walking alone with girls underneath construction
What
sites.
are you going to do against a ghoul, Kale, if you were just a human?
Obviously, I'll pull out my queen cake.
You don't have one! Imagine,
Obviously, I went to the government and I was
okay.
like, hey, government, hey, you guys should register me so I can get my queen cake.
They don't just hand out queen keys.
But then, why
You have to, like,
shouldn't
literally
they?
be a dove, which is like being in, like...
But
like,
they have it such in like a mass-produced thing where Juzo Suzuya could just cut open one of these like cubes of it. You feel? I feel like they could like hand out some to the public if they bought it.
Do you want to give
It's
that
like
to the public?
giving a gun.
You don't.
It's like giving a gun.
It's like giving a nuke.
I mean, it can't really
It's
harm.
more
a little
it can't
baby
harm
nuke.
a lot of. Well, it's like pretty much you still give.
It
knives
does harm
to
humans.
You give swords to humans. That harms humans. But if you give like another different type of sword to humans that harms ghouls too, that's harmful.
Is this
There's
becoming
not
a
many
gun control
mechanics.
debate really fast?
I mean, it's like a supernatural weapon. It's not like something that we have. And you're also fighting supernatural beings.
Yeah,
Like, ghouls
so, I
are
mean-
like way faster than humans. They're like way more durable than humans. And I feel like if you gave a civilian a Queen K and they fought just like an average ghoul, they would get destroyed like 100% of the time.
I mean, like, I don't know. The public doesn't the public get told about like ghouls and their powers, right?
Well, they get told that they exist.
Yeah, but they don't really get the power gist of them, right?
No, I don't think so.
So,
well, I
'cause-
think they also try to like talk it down.
I
so
feel
that people don't get
because they
nervous.
talk it down so people are nervous, but I feel like they should educate their people and give them the shit they need.
I agree.
Arm
but
the
Or you need to register
teachers.
for it.
Well, but then now
Arm
we're,
the teachers.
now we're talking about should people just be going out in the streets killing ghouls or no?
Yeah, that's
So
some
we're-
vigilante action. Also, do you want to give even take out ghouls? If we had King K's and we were just
What the hell is a queen quays?
like, if we had kinkies,
Kinkies.
We had kinkies.
and we just like without ghouls, and we just started giving them to people, would that be a great idea?
Wait, what? Repeat
Like,
the
who used like
question
a
again.
supernatural sword?
And you're
If
just
you give a
we-
supernatural a sword to somebody,
Should people be able to wield that?
yes, but only if you're registered, which
Yeah.
is why you would have to get registered. It's like, should some guy be able to just get a gun? Like, you have to get registered to
You
get a
have-
gun
yeah.
by the government. They
I
have to check
would-
on your background, which is why it's safe to give the person a gun.
I would put Queen K's on like the same level as guns. I might not
Pretty
put them on
much.
swords, but yeah, honestly I think if they're like regulated and people
They need to be
like,
regulated way higher than guns are regulated, though.
I don't know. A gun you can do from a distance.
yeah.
A Queen K you have to like run up and then hit them with it.
And then
That's
you also
true.
have
Depending
to, like,
on what it is.
practice on like working how much strength you can use with your freaking thing to flip a car. Apparently,
Yeah. Well, that happens in season 3,
Yeah.
episode 1.
I have a solution to everything in
Final
in
solution.
Tokyo Ghoul. Just, you know how there was like when the good ghouls, they're like, oh, come out and we'll collect some humans, and they just go to where all the humans commit suicide, I guess.
Okay, that is a little bit of a plot hole. How are there enough people committing suicide that you can feed like a group of like 20 ghouls just dead suicide people?
What I'm saying is we take everyone who commits suicide. We just give them to the ghouls, man. Do some good with
Give them
suicide.
Get all the old people and give them to the ghouls.
Yeah, when you die, it's just like, do you want to be cremated or given to the ghouls?
It's like organ donations. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so their society as it stands right now is everyone's afraid of ghouls, and all the humans want to kill ghouls. All the ghouls need to eat humans to survive. Some of them do it illegally. Some of them eat dead humans. So they're not like in a system where ghouls and humans are on like an equal footing and are like respected in their own, all the societies. They're like, I mean, they're hated.
it's like vegans.
It's like vegans.
But the exact opposite.
Us regulars hate vegans, and we need to kill them to survive. And vegans need to eat plants to survive.
And we're like, hey, those are our plants for our animals, so we can eat the animals.
Right.
But these vegans keep eating the grass that are...
Stop eating our crops, vegans!
We'll kill you.
Least favorite characters. Let's all go around.
I have to say my least favorite character is Hinami.
Is it the stupid college boy?
Hinami.
Was that the little girl?
The little girl.
I don't know.
Cloudburst. That's pretty much her character.
I agree.
That's why I do not enjoy her presence as a human.
She's a kid, though. What do you want her to do?
Cloudburst, Mom! Mom, quit dying! That's pretty much her character.
I agree. Dallin?
I honestly... No, I'm just going to go with... what's the guy with the purple hair? No, it's not...
Skiyama?
No, not Skiyama. The guy who's...
Skiyama!
Oh, Nico.
Nico. That's the brother of Toka. Correct?
The
The gay guy.
Yeah, the lover of Jason. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nico.
How do you become a lover of Jason?
Dude, okay, that is
You get
a weird...
stabbed by him a lot, and you're
Because-
like, oh, Jason.
No! Well, okay, that whole... I didn't like that they added his character. That makes Jason... I don't understand
That
the
gets some
Jason
weird
thing.
implications.
Yeah, like he freaking shoves a hole through this dude, and he's like, "Oh, Jason, oh," and it's like that happens regularly, and that like turns on Nico. So Nico's into pain, Jason's into hurting men, and that's like what turns him on sexually. That's weird. I mean, we get he's a crazy guy and he eats people for a living or whatever, but that makes it weirder when it's sexual. Then does that imply that he...
gets some weird undertones
Yeah.
to the whole Kaneki thing, then.
Wait, what? Oh! Does he get turned on when he tortures Kaneki or when he, like,
Maybe.
eats dudes? The frick, you know?
What is this podcast turned into?
Speculations.
Real thoughts.
Real thought.
Uncensored, the frick is going on in these Japanese shows. Is Jason and Nico, are they actually together? Or is Nico just like, yo, I'm like in his gang and I'm into him a little, but Jason isn't, he doesn't roll that way? Or is Jason like, I'm really into Nico, but not around other people. Around other people, I beat him.
Nah, Nico, we know Nico's just a side hoe.
Yeah.
Jason does not think about it.
I
He
think
does
Jason
not.
gets turned on more by torturing people than Nico.
I agree.
Which is why Nico's there, so Jason can torture him.
Is Jason's
But
original
Nico
person...
probably likes the torture,
Yeah.
which is why they are such a perfect match type.
Is Jason's original persona a straight guy and his crazy version is a gay guy? What is that saying about the homosexual community?
No, that means like he was just tortured to a point where his mind broke, but not that.
And when your
gay
mind
people
breaks,
are
you
broke.
turn gay.
But not gay people are broke.
You're saying
Just-
everyone
no,
who's
no, no,
gay
he's
was
not-
tortured?
He's not gay.
To the point of
No,
insanity?
No, Jason's not gay, but he likes
Kale
torturing
hates
people.
gays.
No, gay. Damn it. Jason likes torturing people. And Nico just likes getting tortured, I
Yeah,
assume.
I
So
bet-
that's why they're a perfect match, but they're not gay.
Yeah.
You
No, that
feel?
makes sense.
It doesn't mean they're gay. It just means that they're, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say best friends because Nico's, like, sexually attracted to Jason. Hey, quit touching him like
I just
that.
was seeing like what Jason is into, and like I get it.
Yeah, that's why.
If I just put a
bite
hole
off
through
Dallin
Dallin by
kneecaps.
touching his stomach, like that would be hot. Here's what I'm
Dallin
thinking.
would probably like it.
I'm here.
Did Jason enjoy? Did he ever fight Toka? He does. He comes into the.
He just puts her in a chokehold, man.
Yeah, he does. He Superman handles
Yeah, but that's
her.
not like a fight. That's just like her being a wimp.
I don't even think her brother could have beaten Jason. I mean, he's
No, I don't think
nuts.
anyone could.
Which means
he
that
paints
Kaneki,
the walls red.
Yes.
That's-
Yes. He does. He does that, which means Kaneki significantly better than Toka because he kills Jason. And he like annihilates Jason. Not like, oh, it was a close call. Like he freaking.
Yeah, he's just pretty chill
And
after
also,
that
like-
too.
Beats her brother. Never mind.
What?
No, that's not a spoiler.
Oh, okay.
No, he gets beat up by her brother is what I meant to say.
Yeah, well, because he makes the transformation, then he becomes more powerful than like everyone.
True.
I want to see Hinami and dumb college guy, like go into a pit and never come out because I don't like them, and I don't think they. I don't like that college guy. He's like the weakest dude.
He was more of like an introduction.
Yeah, to ghouls. And then later on, they're like, he's like, who's more powerful, you or Toka, or Toka or him or whatever. And he's like, we're about the same. They are not. He sucks. He gets his butt whooped, and he's horrible.
Well, wasn't he like he was injured though?
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
He also gets his butt whooped by Kaneki at the very beginning.
Yeah, and Kaneki didn't even freaking know how to fight.
Yeah, because he was just beating up yellow-haired jacket.
And
guy.
even if he did know how to
but
fight,
Kaneki didn't know how to fight, but the girl did, and the girl took over his body. So Kaneki didn't know how to fight, but
Okay.
the girl did.
oh, that's
took
true.
over his body.
you're right.
Dang it, Cal.
But when he goes crazy, he's not being controlled by the girl.
Because
He's
he
being
ate the girl.
He ate the girl. He's being controlled by him.
Yeah.
So he's
But,
better
like,
than the girl
he's
was.
still like suppressing the girl,
Yeah.
as you can see later on. Sorry, Dallin.
I still think College Guy sucks. I think Skiyama's super dope. I say let's all go around and give our final out of 10 score of season 1 of My Hero Academia.
I give it 7 out of 10. If you need to start with an anime, start there because it's definitely very like just enjoyable, and it's not like super like crazy or anything, so it's just fun, I guess.
I would say 4 out of 5 because that's reduced from 8 out of 10.
Okay, stop.
And I would give it an 8 out of 10 because it was really enjoyable to me. Even though it was very corny and had like kind of a basic plot, but just added like more plot twists.
I would give... Stop. You can hear that so loudly.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
I would give My Hero Academia like a 7.8. I thought it was like really enjoyable. I think it was like, it was kind of cheesy. And season 1 kind of felt, like we talked about, just like one really long pilot. So I feel like a lot more could have happened. But I still enjoyed it and thought it was really interesting and enjoyable. Tokyo Ghoul season 1 out of 10.
I give it, after watching the last episode, I give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's very interesting, very dark. Yeah, it does all of its technique, everything it uses is like really well done. I think it's not like one jarring problem that it has, except for maybe the first episode. But like I see why the first episode kind of is the way it is.
I give it an 8.5 out of 10 because it was very enjoyable. It had good art style, good music, but the characters were not as enjoyable. I did not like the mom. Well, I liked the mom because she saved Hinami, but I didn't like Hinami and the college guy. I forgot his name, but I just didn't like those characters. I feel like they didn't really help out the plot.
Not everyone needs to help out
I
the
feel
plot.
like they did. And I feel like the daughter gave...
Cloud.
Or the daughter definitely did.
She helped because it gave Kaneki...
Yeah, humanity.
That was so gay.
humanity in like...
It
something
gave the
like Fight
ghouls
for-
humanity as a
Yeah, they're
humanity.
people too, and then it makes Kaneki like it puts him in a position where he actually needs to like be like protective and like a fatherly figure to someone, which up until that point he doesn't do.
And then he leaves like an actual fatherly figure.
I give Tokyo Ghoul a 9.3 out of 10. I give it a 9.3. Like, the art style is beautiful. I love all the characters. Like, the development's awesome. And, like, the idea is really original, and there's a lot of, like, very modern day realistic themes that you can draw back to in the real world and then to the anime, and stupidly enjoyable and incredibly entertaining. And when you finish it all, you feel like you want to see more, to an extent that it's not like I want to sit down and watch like an episode of like The Office or like Parks and Recreation or My Hero Academia. It's like, this is a serious, like, they feel like real characters, you know what I mean? Because it is so in depth and there is such intense things that happen to them that it's like Naruto. Not at all like Naruto. So I give Tokyo Ghoul a 9.3 out of 10. Well, that's it for today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back later to talk about something else.